Hey everyone, this is Social Dissonance, also known as Shepard, and this will be the Gunlance tutorial for Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Now, just a quick note with the Gunlance, before you really start getting into the many different combos it has, is you're going to want to draw your weapon, and while you're blocking, press circle. See at the top that there are like 3 little bullets there? Those are the shots for your Gunlance. Now, depending on the Gunlance you have, you're going to have different shelling types. So I believe there's normal, which might have like 5 or 6 shells, long, which has 3 shells, I think, and then I think finally there's spread, which might only have 2. Not exactly certain, but generally the less shells you have, the more damage you're going to do per shell. Now, the way the combos work for this weapon is pretty convoluted, in that you can kind of really mix things in terms of different shots. We'll just go with a normal 3-hit combo standing still. You attack twice and you do a slam here. From that slam, if you press circle, you'll fire all of your shots into like a big shotgun blast. So I'll show that. You can also do a Wyvern Fire. Now, so you do Wyvern Fire by going into that shotgun mode and pressing triangle and circle, or while you're blocking, so while you're holding R, press triangle and circle, and you'll do it. Now, that does a significant amount of damage. That is like a lot of damage. And to a direct comparison, I don't know, it's probably at least as good as a large barrel bomb, if not better. And of course, that is somewhat dependent on the level of the shelling you have, plus any armor skills. But in general, you have some standard combos. If you move and you press triangle, you do like a little running advance. And not only does that make you a little more mobile, I think there might be an invincibility frame in there. Not really sure. But you can press triangle quickly. You can get off like a couple hits while it's up in the air to get your weapon up in the air. Otherwise, you can just keep pressing triangle and do little stabs. My general combo is stab, stab, shot, stab, stab, shot, stab, stab, slam. And then if I have it Wyvern Fire, that's my preferred combo. There are other people that prefer to just do stab, stab, slam, shotgun, reload. And then, of course, there's this other, like, interesting mechanic. If you shoot, press circle, and you keep pressing circle, you do, like, a quick reload, and you can just keep doing shots like that. There's some people that swear by the shot's effectiveness. I think that's a really great way to run out of sharpness quickly, and I think it kind of shortchanges the Gunlance in terms of its actual lancing ability. One last note is from that quick reload, you can press triangle, which will take you into the shotgun slam, into which, of course, you can do the shotgun attack and or the Wyvern Fire attack. Finally, there are 2 more things I want to go over. Press triangle and circle while standing. You kind of swing your weapon right up in the air. So if there's like a really high target on a monster, you can swing it up in the air and you can keep shooting things while up there. I don't know what that would be. Something that high. I don't know. It's there if you need it. Otherwise, you can just do up stabs. That's pretty much it. Finally, if you need to get your lance up in the air. Otherwise, if you're holding R and you press triangle, you'll do these up stabs that way. And of course, you can do some shots from there as well. Something interesting I've noted is occasionally you'll do kind of like a charged shot while up in the air. Sometimes you'll do like a faster shot. I don't know what causes that. I'm sure we can figure that out at some point. See? It's like charges up. I don't know what causes that. But it's there. I pointed it out. You can all figure it out later. I'm sure it does slightly more damage. I haven't figured out how to charge a shot on the ground, I don't think. They all seem to go out like immediately. But that's that. So right now we're fighting a Barioth. We're using Rathalos armor. Rathalos armor comes with attack up small, severe hit, which I think increases the damage of your critical hits, although I could be wrong. Let's see what else it comes with. Like, reading the Japanese will be able to help me. That's critical. I gemmed in critical eye +1. Oh, and fire attack +1. Alright, yeah, and that's something I should point out, is there's no longer a blanket elemental attack up. There are now elemental-specific armor skills, which I think is a good idea. So rather than just running around in Legiacrus armor all the time, it gives an incentive to elemental weapon users to kind of create a more diverse armor set. And in this case, we've got a pretty decent set for fighting Barioth. He is, of course, very weak to fire. So this should be pretty effective on him. The only main issue is that mobility for the Gunlance is really low. Just a quick note about another armor skill you can gem in that changes the way the Gunlance works is if you have the skill Auto Guard. I'm not going to demonstrate it. I don't have it here. And again, I think it's kind of silly. You can kind of do like a counter shot where you'll almost like constantly be guarding, but you can shoot your shots from your Gunlance anyways. So, I don't know. It's worth trying. At the very least, if you're curious. Now, because I've got red sharpness, or blue sharpness that is, I'm trying to not use any shots because they seem to use my gauge fairly quickly. In general, though, the horizontal stabs do more damage than the vertical stabs. That's the way it was in Freedom Unite. Oh, here's a new attack Barioth got. He got a little bit of like a little side slam. I like it. Makes him a little more dangerous up close. So we've already broken his face. Let's see if we can break his wings. I haven't even really used the gun part of my Gunlance, because I'm waiting for him to give me a chance to use it. Okay, I got one shot off there. What's he doing? Oh, okay. Of course, when you get a chance, always try to reload. Having more shots in your weapon either means you're going to be able to extend your combo longer, or you're going to be able to do a shotgun blast. We'll do a little side slam there. Doesn't mean he telegraphs it any less than he did before. And of course it's... Oh, here we go. This is a good time to get off the Wyvern Fire. Maybe. There we go. Kind of had to count on the flinch for that one, otherwise it was going to get hit pretty hard. Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize that that attack had ice element to it. Good for you, Barioth. Oh, of course, I should mention, you could always just evade cancel your attacks as well. You don't have to constantly be shot canceling them if you're not close by. Oh, I almost got off the shotgun slam. Oh well. That should be your main choice of extra damage when your Wyvern Fire is recharging, which, by the way, recharges every 2 minutes, which is actually increased from other entries in the series. Oh, Dinky, go ahead. Thank you. It used to be 1 minute and 30 seconds in Freedom Unite, and I think it's just 1 minute in Frontier. So I guess they are slowly increasing the charge time for the Gunlance. Which makes sense. I mean, similar to the other explosive moves you get with these like type of weapons, the Wyvern Fire can be like very frustrating for other members in your group if you're like constantly hitting them. So he's already to be captured. I'm going to go ahead and hit him a little bit more. I can't tell if I broke one of his wings or not. I wasn't really paying attention. I don't know if he's going to run to Area 7 or if he's going to run all the way to Area 6. We'll find out. In any case, there's usually some sort of visual indicator on your Gunlance for when you're... Oh, he is going to Area 7. Of when your Wyvern Fire is ready to go back. You'll notice just a couple seconds ago, the gauge like on the lance was like red and glowing. Now it's not there anymore, indicating that the Wyvern Fire is ready to be used again. And I just completely decimated the blue sharpness for my weapon. And the reason I didn't do the full combo there, the repeated combo, is I knew he was going to start screaming, so I wanted to get off as much damage as I could early on. Alright, so that's that. That was a fairly clean round. Just like 10 minutes. And this weapon is fairly powerful. This is an Ignactor Gunlance, so this is pretty much one of the most powerful Gunlances in low rank. Certainly of the ones that do fire damage. There's a Rathalos one as well, but I think this one's better. And I continue to forget to bring both Psycho Serums and pickaxes in these tutorials. Hopefully I'll remember. The next one will be... I guess it'll be the light bowgun. That'll be showcasing some decidedly overpowered armor, as well as some somewhat level-appropriate weapons. Look at that Tigrex hammer. That just like looks nasty. A little profile of us dancing. Pretty good times. It looks like claws and tusks. Okay, so stay tuned for the light bowgun weapon tutorial.